Today, we are going to make Big Charlie. That's right, this video is going to be incredibly easy, and yep, I'm just waiting for it to turn nighttime right now, because that is when Big Charlie comes out, which means it is time to start this tutorial. First things first, we need to remove everything we're currently wearing, because Big Charlie is not a human. No, Big Charlie is a weird horseman thing. Once you're looking like this, guys, what I want you to do is come to the body selection, come to the color selection, make your body brown, because unfortunately the body is a little bit of a problem in this. Once you've done that, come to the head selection, search headless, just like that, and equip the headless head. Next up, we're going to come to the clothing selection and begin equipping all of the items that we need. First one being on the waist selection, we're going to search horse, just up here like this, and equip that. Next up, we're gonna come to the hat selection and search skull and equip this skull right here, known as the cursed wolf skull. We're then gonna come to the eye selection and just search cartoony like this and equip the cartoony eyes. Then come to the hair selection, search a box, braids, and equip these braids right here. Then again, come to the head selection, search egg, equip any egg you want. And finally, we're gonna come to the waist selection and search dirt, and I'm pretty sure, yep, just like that. Now what we're gonna do is come to the tuning selection and hide everything except for the horse, ladies and gentlemen. So let's do that right now. And now we need to begin tuning the body. So make the head scale full size, and then also make your body a bit bigger like this. Make the lower body height small, and make the width as skinny as possible, just like that. Actually, no, something like this. A bit more like this, guys. Even though he's called Big Charlie, I don't think he's actually that big. Make this as big as possible, like this, and then bring it up as high as you can, but then just bring it back a little bit by coming to the back selection like this. Once you've done that, click attach and attach it to a higher point of the body so that it actually sticks out of the ground, and then just bring it down so the feet are on the floor like this. See? Next up, hide the texture and give it a color that is similar to what I'm doing now by just playing about the settings, but you want something a little bit like this. And once you've done that, we need to start tuning everything else, starting with the skull. So yeah, we're gonna bring this to the front and then up just like this. Then make it slightly bigger, but then what you're gonna want to do is just change the width so it's a little bit less wide, and then if you want, just add a bit of a tilt to it like that. Again, bring it to the front as much as you can, hide the texture, and make it a similar color to what you've just made previously, like I'm doing right now. Once you've done that, it should look something like this, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely handsome. Now we need to do the cartoony eyes, so let's come to the tuning selection and start playing about with these. So I'm going to bring them to the front as much as I can and bring them up like this. And then what you may need to do is, after making them smaller, is actually make the depth of them a bit bigger. I think it's the depth, right? And your eyes should come through your head like this. And then we're just going to add a bit of a tilt to these like that. And we want them to sort of sit inside of our head. So we're going to just try and play about the settings a little bit like that. Hide the texture and make them blue, ladies and gentlemen. For some reason, he has like these weird blue eyes. You can do them white if you want. In this case, I guess we'll just do them white, but they should be blue like that. Next up, we need to edit the box braids. So let's bring these to the front as well, like this. Make these as big as possible, bring them up, and yeah, obviously he doesn't wear braids, so we're gonna have to play about with these a little bit, but they do want to be sitting on the top of our head, so I'm gonna make the depth a little bit smaller, as long as I can keep them on the head, and we're gonna make the height taller, but the width a bit smaller, just like that. Next up, we need to edit our egg, which I accidentally removed earlier, so let's just choose any egg, come to the tuning selection, add the tilt, so it's forwards like that, bring it up a little bit, and bring it to the front, and then just scale it down and bring it right to the front like this, and then up a bit. Once you've done that, hide the texture and change the color to a similar color to your body like I'm doing now. And yeah, it should be looking something like that. Again, play about the color as much as you can, because the color is everything with this. Now, obviously, our body is looking pretty incredible, but our actual body looks terrible. I haven't really found a proper way to get rid of it. I do know that there's so many things you can use to cover it up. One thing I do know is if you come to the body selection and make your arms shorter like this, and also your width of your arms smaller as well, like this, that gets rid of the arms, right? Problem is you can't play about the torso because it messes everything up, right? So what I devised was, if you come to the clothing selection and re-equip the waist item, which was known as dirt, like this, you can actually just use this in a weird way to kind of cover it up. That's right, just attach it to a higher part of the body, maybe the top of the head like this, and then bring it down like that. And yeah, make it as big as possible. And then what I recommend you doing is just equipping this a few times. You know, something like this, it just covers up from the back a little bit. And then again, if you want to do it from the front, then really you need to just try and find something to cover the body, because it kind of sucks, but this looks really good apart from that body down there. And there are literally so many items. You could do a wheelchair, you could do like a belt, you could do a box if you wanted. Literally, there's so many items you could choose from. If any of you have a better way of covering up the body, then let me know, because it's the only thing that's ruining this. Yeah, you could literally use a box, I guess, which is kind of weird. It looks like he's coming out the box, which is kind of cool, and it looks like he's exploded out. But yeah, guys, this is how to make Big Charlie. This was recommended by one of you guys. If you want me to make any more of these amazing Trevor Henderson creations, leave a comment down below. I'm gonna start shouting out people that leave the comments down below, because you guys are the best. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching this incredibly short video, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!